back to your community, okay? As young adults, you've seen so many different changes in this country. You've had the chance to speak your voices and make sure that you're being heard and make sure that different changes are being impacted in your community. That is what we hope to do here at Inspire to Inspire, okay? So we've been doing that, and we've been doing so for the past 5 years. We want to make sure that we are recognizing the individuals that are sitting here in this room that are going on that path to greatness. And you've started doing that thus far, okay? So without further ado, I want to make sure that today we're going to have a great program, we're going to have fun, we're going to learn something, and have a little networking hour a little bit later on for you all to make sure that you meet with our professionals here in the community. Okay? So I would now like to introduce our next speaker. We have coming up here from the Caribbean Bar Association, Miss Cherise Morgan. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon yet?
Yes.
Good morning, and some in between.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Like she said, my name is Cherise Morgan Joseph. I'm the current president of the Caribbean Bar Association. We are a tri-county bar association of Caribbean American lawyers, law students, business owners, people who just like the Caribbean and like to eat our food, that get together for networking, happy hours, programs, all sorts of things. We give out a big scholarship, 3 big scholarships in October to law students that are going to school anywhere in Florida. So if you look us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, please follow us, see all of the neat things we're doing. You're all welcome to any of our events. You know Caribbean American Heritage Month is coming up in June, so we're planning on turning up significantly for that. Look forward to seeing you all out there. This is past president Allison Smith of the organization, and she's heavily involved here with you all.
So, like Cherie said, my name is Allison Smith. I'm a past president of the Caribbean Bar Association. So, like she mentioned, we're a group of attorneys from the Caribbean. And I created this program when I was president-elect of the Caribbean Bar Association because I really wanted to provide a forum for you guys to have mentorship. So to have people who can come in and speak to you and motivate you and encourage you to stay in school. So essentially, we're the bridge to bringing people to you who can help you to get through school. So today we have a wonderful speaker, but before he gets introduced by Ms. Guillaume, we have former speakers here, which I'm very proud of. We have one of the deputy fire chiefs from the city of Lauderhill, Roberto Torres. Please stand to be recognized. And we have Major Shalita Smith from the Miramar Police Department. And they've both spoken for us before. One of the things I want to emphasize is that the people actually, we have Sean Gale in the back. I'm sorry, she's an assistant city manager from Miramar. She's hiding back there. And Shalima Mohammed, please stand up. She's a strategic administration officer. She'll be speaking next year, right? Yes, okay. So, I'm forcing her to speak. But one of the things I want to emphasize is all the people who come to this program do it for free. You guys are welcome. I heard thanks, right? So everybody here does it for free. So I want to make sure that you guys get as much as you can from the opportunity. If you have questions afterwards and you don't want to ask them in front of everybody, please come up to the speaker afterwards, or to any of us who are here. We'd be happy to help you, okay? I'll turn it over to Ms. Guillaume. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, so just a little bit about our past speakers. Roberto Torres, who's here, you can stand up, and Shalita Smith, Major of Miramar Police Department. These past speakers have been here with us, speaking to students and interacting with you all. They don't charge us anything to come out here. They take time out from their busy schedules to come and speak to students. These are our past speakers. We're gonna have a networking session where you as a student can ask questions about maybe the department they work for, or maybe advice about working in the field. So they'll be here for you, and the lawyers will also be here as well. So anybody here interested in firefighter, police, law? It don't have to be now. Government, policy, exactly. I know it's somewhere in there. Because I started off thinking I was going to still be working in TV, and I'm now here in higher ed. So 2 different worlds, 2 different. Thank you all for joining us today again. And we also have some nice pastries for you guys in the back, but we'll get that out after. So our speaker we're going to introduce today, Vernon, is an accomplished administrator and consummate professional with 40 years of professional, this is very small, progressively responsible management experience. Extensive public service background includes project management, contract administration, capital project development. So I guess you do a lot of the commission work, right?
He's the city manager.
City manager, yes. His professional contribution have also led him to privately consult on projects that have international, regional, state, and local impact. Highly respected, he is known amongst his peers and employees as an effective leader with strong interpersonal and outstanding communication skills. His boasts a colorful tenure in government, which is coupled with a love for community. If we realize that all professionals that come here, there's always a love for community. Also for us as employees, there's also a love for students and community. A longtime Miramar resident and retired employee, he currently holds the position of Miramar City Manager, a position that took him out of retirement. So there's hope after retirement, right? He currently holds the position of Miramar City Manager, a position, well, to this date, he is only the sitting city manager naming rights to a city facility. He obtained such an honor by the City Commission because of his extensive contribution to the development and vision of the city. His ambition is also responsible for over $300 million in capital improvement work that has strategically shaped and molded the livability of various communities. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. How many of you have managed that amount of money before? Should be asking some questions. We'd like to invite you up to share a few words with our students. A lot of the students here, how many of you are first year students? So a lot of the students in here are first year in college, okay? So go ahead, take over, and thank you for joining us again. Let's do a warm welcome first.
Good afternoon, everyone. I don't pay no attention to all that madness they're talking about. I'm a real homeboy because I live in Brown Sub. Anybody know what Brown Sub is?
Yes.
So I'm a real homeboy, okay? 54th and 30th Avenue, all right? I can look back as I was growing up in here, that there was a coach named Coach Coleman that came and picked me up from my house because my mother was a single parent. And he also went and picked up Nat Moore. Many of y'all know who Nat Moore is? He's one of the Dolphin players. Now they got him up there showcasing him as being an icon in here. Mickey Rivers had played with professional baseball in here. Many of us had somebody come in our lives and that made a difference. My mother had 4 kids, all right? And you can understand, I can remember skating all the way up here. So this school's been here a long time. In fact, when my father and my mother remarried, I told my father that I wanted to come here. That was about 50 years ago. All right? And they told me, no, you're going to go to a 4-year college. I went to FAMU. All right? But I wanted to come here because it was community. Let me tell you a little bit about me. All right? You can be whatever you want to be. All right? And let me give you an example of that. My mother ended up married my father. They've been married for 51 years. He's passed now for a year and a half. And I ended up going to school in Europe. So I'm coming from Brown Sub, Liberty City, Overtown, and then I'm going to Europe to go to school. All right? You can imagine what that kind of change is in my life and me trying to make that adjustment. And I can remember my senior year, the teacher saying, you know, we're going to have 2 people going to fail. 2 people not going to make it. So I looked back, told my partner, I guess that's us. Because I ain't do nothing. All right? But then something else happened in my life. I went on a football scholarship with a family in here. And I saw a lot of guys, we used to make a joke about it. If you had a 1.5, that was $1.50. There was a lot of guys that only had change. All right, they didn't do anything. And I saw a lot of guys that were leaving out and I took a position that I'm gonna go to every one of my teachers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to every one of my teachers and let them know that I didn't do so well in high school. There's some things that I need to work on and I need help. Don't ever be ashamed to say what you don't know. Because when you acknowledge that you don't know, that's when you're gonna grow. As long as you're moving around, you're not gonna grow. All right? So what did I find out in my life here? I somehow became attached to being one of the social workers. So I was the island there, I was a social worker after I got out of the military, lieutenant in the military. But I was passionate about people, always been passionate about people. So I started working with families in here, helping kids in there and doing tutoring. Remember now, I'm the guy that didn't do nothing in high school, so you can imagine how I'm gonna tutor somebody. All right? But it's this funny thing about God, how God, I was gonna put God into this game. Because I decided that I was gonna commit myself to work with these kids, that their mothers was not there, they were working 2 or 3 jobs and there, nobody was home with them, that they would come to the center. I committed myself to start learning math, getting better in English. And the result of it, I ended up going back to school taking differential calculus when I didn't do anything in high school. It's because when you give, all right, God gonna give you more. And all through my life, it's been that way. Because it's not about you, all right? In this journey of life, you're gonna have a lot of challenges. All of y'all gonna have challenges, you're gonna have to make a decision. Now, by the time I finish talking, y'all gonna think I'm a pastor. All right? Let me show you. I drank more liquor, wine, and I did all other things that y'all think I didn't do, I did. All right? Because there's no way in the world you're going to come from Brown Sub, a little city here, and don't be enticed to everything that everybody gets to. The difference is that you can make a difference in what you want to do. You make a decision on your life. All right? Where do you want to be at? So I go back and I tell people here, and I make a joke out of it. You know, I ask God, let me hear and listen to what you have to say and be guided by your Holy Spirit. Why did that stay with me? Because my grandfather always said that prayer to me as I sat on that porch with him in overtime. Grandfather was blind and kept guns right there on the porch with me. So if you come and say, Granddaddy, you go on that porch, stick on it, you're going to get shot. Right? And he was a real tough old man in here. But he was spending time talking to me about just listening. And all of you, sometimes you're going to have to just listen, sit still. And the difficult time that you go through this here, just stay still for a minute and just listen. Because there's a voice always guiding you. You ever had a situation where something happened, you say, you know, I started to do that, something told me to do that. There's always a spirit with you. And that's what's happening in my life, always in my life. I'm committed in Miramar, all right? I tell people what my goal is being a visionary. What you mean by that is, I found in my life that sometimes you have to listen and it will tell you what you need. Every person that's born have a gift. All right? Everyone, whether it's going to be a writer, speaker, everybody's got a gift. But you got to sit still for a minute to find out what your gift is. Don't trip out about the math and the English and all this, because guess what? All that can be taught. Every child that's born in this world in here is capable of learning, but they learn different. How do I know that? Because when I started working with these kids, I started teaching them math and English different ways, but also with the passion of letting them know that I care about them. Sometimes just that by itself, and let them see the passion you have. And that's what I try to translate in my job. Passion. Passion of what you're doing, but passion with the people that you work with. Love and passion for each person that you're with here. Because see, sometimes all it takes is somebody to reach out and say, look, let me help you. Everybody don't know everything. We ain't all that in a bag of chips. And I tell them, you ain't in charge. All right? So some of my staff get a laugh because sometimes I say some things and they're trying to figure out, I don't need to say that. But I had a father that was in the military, you know, he'd tell you like, every tub got to sit on its own bottom. This what it is every one of y'all, just like a tub, you got to sit on your own bottom and be yourself. All right, nobody's going to give you nothing. There's another one they love to have. Happy chickens do what? They lay eggs. So what I try to do in my job is keep the staff happy, passionate, we work together, and guess what they produce? All right? Happy chicken lay eggs. All right? We have to recognize what y'all is the journey that you're taking is the same journey that I took. When I went to FAMU here, They said, well, what's gonna be your major? Yeah, I didn't know. All right. I got a son right now, 30 years old. He went to the University of Florida. Here, well, I don't know why he went, because now he told me he wants to sell beer for the rest of his life. And I'm saying, like, did I miss something? All right. And then I started to say something to him about it, about why he's making that kind of decision. And I realized something else. I had 14 jobs in my life. Anybody can beat that? 14 careers. All right? But the one thing I did with this in your life in here is that with every job that I had, I did the best, and I tried to learn everything that was going on in it. Because you know what happens is it builds on it. It builds on it. All right? So that person out there cutting that grass, you can laugh at them as one to. Guess what? They learn what they're doing, and then they go, next thing you'll find out they're going to be a supervisor, they can travel with someone else, and that's what happened in my life. You got a young lady in here that's on my police force right now. She got a story to tell you the same way in here. All right? You always hear this old same thing. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. All right? But I'm making it real to you because I'm a guy with 14 jobs in here. Went in the military, got out of here, worked at the United Way in here. All right? Worked with EDS computers in here. It just kept on changing. Came back and been a social worker. All right? Left there and became an administrator in here. In fact, I had Johnny Depp's dad was my boss. So can you imagine we dropping Johnny to Miramar High School, and what he does is he goes to the front door, go to the back. And I can hear his father saying, John saying, you ain't gonna never be nothing. That's what his father said to him. Well, something changed. Something changed in his life. It was all about having a break. The skill was always there. It's the skill is always inside of each one of y'all. It's there. All right? But you got to listen. You got to listen and slow down. And that's what I tell my son. Just slow down, slow down, slow down. You know, just slow down. And let it come to you. All right? Freshman, okay, well, you got many miles to go. Many miles to go here. All right? But you can get there. Stay focused. If you talk to many boys that work with me, I will always say this. Stay focused. Because you're going to have a lot of distractions. Stay focused. Stay on your course. You know what you want to do, because you can you're always going to have people talking about what you can't do. All right? Believe me, if anybody had told me that I'd be a city manager, and I'd tell them ain't no way in here. All right? And someone know, I had prostate cancer a year ago this time. Had a heart attack October 29th. I was getting upset. Feeling something in my chest in here, and I say, I'm gonna go to the drugstore and get me some vapor rub. That was my answer. So they told me, say, Mr. Hargrave, why don't you go to urgent care just to check it out? I get there, and they never let me out. All right? But I knew I had purpose, so how did I keep on working? Because I felt like I had purpose. I feel like I have a purpose sitting here talking with you to let you know it's real in here, that I had nothing. Four of us, all right, with a small room in here, all right? The same things you deal with, I deal with. I remember going to Brownsville Junior High School, and my father was in the military, and I had boots, and I wore the boots because I didn't have any shoes. And the kids teased me. But I kept on moving forward. They care about it. Everything is not going to be everything. But the thing is how do you handle when you deal with crisis in your life? Because God can. All right? I told you I might sound like a preacher, because I'm getting ready to bring it to you, because I'm going to say, this is what my pastor told me. And I always come back with this area. We're going back to the Clay Hills of Georgia. All right? And what they mean by the Clay Hills of Georgia, we're going to make it real. All right? There's going to be challenges and challenges and challenges in your life. Don't give up. Don't give up. And I told a young lady last week, I said, don't let nobody blow your fire out. That's right. All right? Because if you sit down and look at the whole picture of life in here, is that there's something special about you being born in here. If you look at the anatomy of how it starts with a female and a male, and only one, all right, out of 100,000 is going to make it. So there had to be some purpose for each one of y'all to be here. So don't let nobody make you feel like you're inferior, that you can't do nothing, because it's a lie. It's time for somebody to let you know that they care. And I hope one day you all will sit somewhere and tell somebody else. Let me tell you something. What I tell the staff, Sean, on it, when you move up, you're supposed to do what? Reach down and pull somebody else up. All right? My mom used to say this here, with a closed fist. You can't get nothing in it, and nothing go out. So the question is your hands open to help somebody, or you got a closed fist? And it's all about you. As long as you act like it's about you, them blessings just won't come. It will not come. Trust me, it won't come. And anger, all right, I guess my son used to talk about, Dad, you need anger management. Well, that was because he decided he wanted to try me. We had no problem with that no more, all right? But it has to be controlled. You can't let nobody get into you where you start reacting and changing who you are. And then later, think about it. Before you react, think about it. Because the chances are you won't do what you want to do. Think about it. How many times you have done something and so respond to your mom, dad, or somebody else, and then you come back later the next day, you wish you hadn't said anything. All right? Just think about it. You're much better than that. And the age we deal with, driving the car, somebody cut in front of you, you want to respond, give them a finger, whatever it is in there. Is it worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Huh? Is the juice worth the squeeze? All right? To jump out there. You're here for a purpose. And you can do what you want to do as long as you know where that line is. Staying focused. So I'm here to tell you, go to Miramar. Take a look. Because what you see is a guy from Brownsville came to the city from Palm Island going west with Number Woods. But he had a dream. All right? The funny thing about it, when it said in the Bible, it says, young men, that's women too, have visions. Old men have dreams. Y'all are young. And y'all the vision of this country. Don't let nobody move you. Y'all are. They tell me, Vern, slow it down, get out of here. I love y'all. And just think, don't let nobody blow your fire out.
Stand right here because we want the audience.
Okay, we're gonna take a picture. We have an award for you, Vernon.
Vernon.
No, let me know.
So how did you guys enjoy that? Woo! Yeah, that's great. So that was the lunchtime. Yeah, y'all needed that just before. Okay.
This one?
This award of appreciation is from, in honor of the 5th year anniversary of Inspire to Inspire. The FACE program recognizes you for your invaluable contribution to our students and community and serving as our keynote. Keep doing everything that you're doing. And we have to talk because it's every year from this ground. Picture. Right there, right there. Oh, this is me? Oh, Sophie, come on. Thank you. Wonderful.
And I apologize, you know, once you get in clay, you're a joy, you want to preach.
Okay,
A part of Aspire to Inspire is with our FACE program. A lot of you, it's the first year academic and college life experience program. So we had a scholarship opportunity for $1,000 to recognize a student who's excelling and doing well and more than they're supposed to, and set those goals and then they meet their goals. So there was 3 components to the scholarship. You had to create a community service activity and design it and meet with me so that we can go over it. So our scholarship winner is also here, but there was also 2 other scholarships that were part of that. And that was $250 each for the students who submitted those 2nd place and 3rd place. So those $250, they go a long way, okay? And $1,000 would go to our scholarship winner. But before I announce our winner, I would like to recognize one of our students who started with us when the Aspire to Inspire program started off. I was trying to get the picture up of our first picture together with Aspire to Inspire, but there's something technical difficulties, so I don't have that first picture. I'll try to show it after. But this young man, he started off here and he came in dancing on campus. Like, I'm like, okay, this kid is not normal because who dances to class? So I stopped him in the middle of the hallway. Oh, he stopped me, and then he was like, no, I stopped him. I was like, well, do you want to join the, the face club? And he's like, what's that? Like, I have to model or show my face. Very alert, like, he really cared and passionate. He was passionate about just being a student, and he came from like a different background. He had a scholarship to go to another university, but ended up here at Miami-Dade where opportunity changed his whole life.
Thank you, Mike.
He's now, okay. See what happens when you bring up babies. Dennis Nicholas, come on up. So he's now an employee for Year Up. He works full-time at the college, and if you want to share a few words.
My journey here started back in 2012, I believe. I was going, I think, to the advising office, and as soon as it was rushing, like, oh, wait, and I'm like, oh, hey. She's like, oh, she joined the Face Club. I'm like, is it about modeling? Because I was modeling then. And she was like, yeah, but I just guess she just said yes just to say yes. She just walked. I was like, okay, I'll be there. Went to the meeting, and we've been stuck ever since. A little bit about my story is that I got a scholarship, a full ride scholarship. I was part of the 5,000 role model. Just one little incident can change your life. Got into a fist fight in school, and the scholarship was taken right under my belt, and so I had to change plans. And so I came here, graduated with my associates, transferred to FIU, got my bachelor's in psychology with a minor in international communication. I am going back to school to complete my master's this fall, and Susie gave me a nice recommendation, so I'm excited. And now I am here. Now I work for Year Up South Florida. I also worked for MDC at the Learning Resources Department. I got a full-time with Year Up, change of plans again. And now what I do now is I give young individuals like yourself between the ages of 18 and 24 the opportunity to change their future because I want to give back to the community. I don't want to be a psychologist where I hear about people's problems. I want to be able to do something about it rather than just give advice, if that makes sense. So I have a few of our students here. We have Pitt Merson, we have Melissa, we have Amani, and another one just left. They just came to support me in with this award. Thank you so much.
So you keep going in, keep pulling in. Those that he's pulling, you pull some more, okay? So now let's announce our scholarship winner. So this young lady, so advisors have a way where they connect with their first year students and invite them to the office to do office hours. This young lady was always in the office, like I used to always see her. And very young, petite, you could just see in her eyes that she wants more. But it's amazing how when you just have like something as small as grant or funding where you can help somebody, you don't know how much that's gonna push them along the way. So I wanna invite her up here to share a few words. Ms. Cassius is here. So she's our FACE scholarship winner. She won the scholarship. We have your check here too. So, okay, I'll have you share a few words and then you can grab your check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
express how grateful I am to be here today amongst each and every one of you. Being a first-year student has been a great experience. Miami-Dade College has allowed me to have a smooth transition from high school to college, as I have been presented with so many resources. Not only would I like to thank God for this opportunity, but I would also like to thank Mr. Murphy for making this opportunity available to me. Mr. Murphy has truly helped me to make it to the point where I am now. Without the passion that he holds for his job and the need to make his success our success, I would say that he's an optimal advisor. I would also like to thank Ms. Gilliam for inviting me to participate in this opportunity because it has truly changed my perspective. Whether I did or did not receive this scholarship, spending time working on it was the best part. Through the time spent writing out these ideas that came to mind, I discovered the impact one idea can have, and that inspired me to one day make those words into something real by God's grace. I would like to thank everyone who made this scholarship possible, not only for me, but for the past and future first-year students. May God bless everyone here today and those who were not able to attend. Because we're going to invite our past speakers to join us with the scholarship winner, and I'm going to invite the other two for second place and third place was Ricardo Reyes and Junaya. Oh, come on up. Our speakers. Oh, I mean the backdrop, I'm sorry. The backdrop. So congratulations. See, I told you guys, there's money out there. Take it and run with it. You just never know what can happen in the summer, or you have an emergency, or you have to pull out a tooth, or I don't know what it is, but life does happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we're going to invite Ms. Nashay Atkins, our Director of Advisement and Career Services, on her. So let me invite the past president. Okay, so I know Anika's not here, right?
No.
Okay, so our past speakers. Oh, Naila's here.
Naila's here?
Where is she?
She's here in the back.
Oh, I know she's not feeling well. We have something for you, and we also have something for Cherise. We have a gift for you as well. So, Miami-Dade, we believe in umbrellas. Because we're coming into the summer, okay? So I have prizes. So these are like nice umbrellas that you guys get to represent, showcase Miami-Dade to the students on over here, so we can get that enrollment up. Yeah. See? That's a nice gift. Don't save it for Christmas. Make sure y'all use it. Oh, also, thank you to Dr. Moore. Yeah. When you get their doctorate, you gotta really celebrate. It's a milestone. You don't mind sharing your story with us? Me? Right now? Oh, sure. Why not? Come on now. I want her to share her story because a lot of people think that when you go on and get these degrees that there's like this pathway that's aligned for you and everything's gonna work out. There's a lot of roadblocks that you get even as adults. We get them as well when we try to go and get these degrees. So these obstacles that you face, you don't just face them as first year, you face them as you continue. So if you can just share, she's amazing. Like, we always connected on social media, girl. Yes. She's the real thing.
Well, thank you. Very unexpected, but I'll make it short. Just a little bit about my background. I am a graduate of Miami-Dade College. When I attended Miami-Dade College, I had come from a time period in my life where I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Maybe some of you as students have felt that you are not really sure, you're not sure what you want to do as far as your life is concerned. So I initially went to school in Tallahassee, at Tallahassee Community College, and I had planned to transfer to FAMU. When I went to Tallahassee, I wasn't really focused on school like I should have been. I was more into the party scene, the band scene. So I returned to Miami without a degree, a few credits, and not really sure what I want to do. Ended up having a son, going into the workforce, and without skills, without education, without something to sustain you, I found, like many people probably find, that you can't really do much, more than minimum wage. So I decided to come back to Miami-Dade College in 2006 and started from scratch. And what I did was, as difficult as it was for me, and I was older than a lot of my students, the fellow students in the classroom, I took it and I said, I want to take one semester at a time, one class at a time. And so what I ended up doing was finishing Miami-Dade College, and I was thinking, well, where I'm going to go next. So I applied to about 5 universities, and I had a couple of really good mentors here that really inspired me to try to apply to what they felt, they felt was the best university in the state, which is the University of Florida. So I took a chance. I thought that possibly my previous experiences in college may have blocked me, because as a lot of you may know, the University of Florida is a quite difficult school to gain entrance to. But it ended up happening that they were the first to respond and accept me. And so I just want to say that to you all, to say, you can start from a place where you're not doing well, you're not sure, and things may not be going so well, and you can progress. So when I left the University of Florida, I went on to Barry University, got my master's in social work, and I worked in medical social work for a few years. I started my doctoral degree in health sciences, and I recently completed it. And when I came back to Miami-Dade College as an adjunct professor, I wanted to just impose on students, just really to, as Mr. Hargrave said, to try to stay focused, and if you do fall down, you can get up. My story is not unique. I just want to inspire you all to do the same. So, yes, I'm Dr. Moore now. I'm a proud graduate of Miami-Dade College. From the same city that you all are from, right here in Miami. I grew up part in Liberty City and part of my childhood in Miami Gardens. So, just if I can inspire you to just stay focused to whatever challenges you may be having, reach out to people, try to find mentors, find professors and advisors who you can talk to, and just do your best, whatever support system that you may have, cling to those people. And whatever, if you have a person who has a faith base, do whatever it is that you can find to strengthen yourself and find what your goals are, and try to do your best each goal at a time to progress and meet those goals. So I hope that was
We don't do that enough, right? How many people stop you on the street and say congratulations and thank you, and God loves you? People don't do that no more. It's kind of strange. But we got to do that to each other. Do that. Even if you feel uncomfortable, do that to your peers. Do it to the student. Let them think you're crazy. So now we're going to close the event, but we're going to have a networking session. So there's going to be some Jamaican patties. See, we can't have a Caribbean bar celebration without Jamaican patties. I thought about this overnight, okay? So we're going to have to close the event, and we're also going to have a networking session so that you can connect with anyone, any mentor, any leader in this room that you would like to speak to. Use the time wisely. I didn't have this when I was in school. I wish I did. You can get their business cards if you have to go. Maybe you want them to look over your resume, okay? Yeah, I just threw out resume. Emphasize on that. So as we close, we're going to bring our Dean of Students up front, Dean Perez. Come on and join us. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to see her. And she has a special announcement. She's also a Gator.
Thank you. Yes, I am. But I'm also a Shark before I was a Gator, so I am an alum from this campus. Good morning. I think it's still morning. Everyone, how are you? Good. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all for being here today. Today is an extra special day. We've been doing Aspire to Inspire for about 5 years now. It started as a vision and thought of someone very special to this program a little over 5 years ago, with a thought to really bring and connect a wonderful opportunity to get our students to see the professionals, particularly of Caribbean descent, to see the power and the influence and the success that they have and the contributions that they make to the community, very much like all of you as our students who are here, because it's not just about what you're learning in the classroom, but being able to make those connections to the society that we're part of, right? It's not just what you take in the classroom. So it really is a wonderful thing to be able to just connect to beyond the classroom, right? And otherwise, why do we go to school? It's not just, yes, we want to learn, but we want to be able to apply that because we really, at the end of the day, want to be good contributing members of our society and give back, not just for yourselves, but for your families and for the future that we're leaving. So it is with great honor that I have all of you here to be able to recognize someone very important. This is actually our campus president, Dr. Malou Harrison, really wanted to be here. She sends her regrets. We just got back from Tallahassee late last night, and she's bombarded with meetings, and so she really, really wanted me to emphasize that she regrets that she cannot be here. But I am very humbly going to recognize and do this recognition in her honor and on her behalf. But I want to really recognize someone very, very, very important to this program, and that's none other than Allison Smith. And I want to bring her up. So I'm going to take a moment of privilege just to share a little bit. And I came to meet her a little bit right about the beginning of the process, but there was a lot of dream work and dream making happening even before the official 5 years. And she really has been a change maker who has been instrumental in creating this program, seeing it from beginning to what it is. And this is just now the beginning. We have seen numerous professionals from all types of different fields that have come, just like we had today, to share their story, to share their success, to share their journeys, their hurdles, because life is not always just this very easy plan, right? The hurdles are part of it, but really to share their story, but most of all to share their excellence and their service. And it has been because of Ms. Smith who we have really partnered. This is not just another program. This really has been, and we've said that from the beginning, has really been a true partnership. And we are so grateful for your leadership, for your service, for your contribution, and for making this program a reality. And I know I say that on behalf of not just our Advisement and Career Services Department, Ms. Guillaume, and Ms. Atkins, and Ms. Lewis, and all of our wonderful Mr. Murphy. I don't want to miss anyone from our department who have really embraced this program and have brought that for you as students, but really for our whole entire campus. One moment of big pride for us is that this campus, after graduating students who are from the USA, the largest number of graduates are from the Caribbean. And that to us is very much a moment of pride. So give ourselves a round of applause. So on behalf of Dr. Harrison and all of you and our 50,000 students here at the North Campus, I want to present Ms. Allison Smith with this beautiful plaque. And it's a recognition award from our campus president, and it does read President's Recognition Award presented to Allison F. Smith, Esquire, for her innovative leadership and membership as founder of the Caribbean Bar Association's Aspire to Inspire program at the North Campus of Miami-Dade College. Thank you so much. Say a few times, and we're not going to put you on the spot. Yes, please.
So just one quick, I'll just say one quick thing, which is that honestly, I looked over and I saw the award and I almost started crying, but then I have on too much makeup, so I can't do that. I have to go back to work. But I mean, I have colleagues here, Major Smith and Chief Torres. They're my colleagues, they're my clients, but they're also my colleagues, my friends. They know how busy I am. And this is literally a passion of mine. I make the time. Like anything that you want to do in your life that's really important, you'll make the time. So I'm not just doing this to do it. I really want to impact people in my life. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'll turn it over to our wonderful and fantastic Ms. Guillaume. Let's give her a round of applause. She does a lot of the logistical work behind the scenes. I just saw Dr. Carbon pull in, and I also want to recognize and acknowledge him because he was our Director of Advisement when this first started a few years ago. So thank you as well.
Thank you. I love celebrating this program. As we continue the program, we're gonna go ahead and start fall semester with more. I'll email the dates of when we're gonna have more Aspire to Inspire events. But congratulations to the scholarship winners. Congratulations to Caribbean Bar Association. You guys have been around for a long time, impacting lives. We need associations around to keep us going. So Networking Power Hour has started, right? So there's patties in the back, right? We got beef, we got veggie, and we have fish, saltfish. Saltfish, not just fish. Take that back. And some fruit punch. Please take the time to ask for business cards, connect, enjoy. But thank you all. Thank you to my staff, my team for making this happen. Thank you, students, for making this happen. Thank you guys for being here, okay?
Dr. Morris,
Enjoy the rest of the day.
It's back here now. I see, that's it. So you get George Patchen and okay, I think we're on this.
Like,